Before I begin, I want to say this. I've been doing Charlotte videos for quite some time, and a lot of people seem to like my videos. And I'm very appreciative that you all do. I don't consider myself as being a professional at this. I'm not a real estate agent. I just talk about what I know, and that's it. And when I put these videos out, if they do help people out, I really sincerely am thankful that I'm here to help someone out, And every now and then I come across someone that has that same type of sincere heart that I have, and when I do come across those type of people, I like to point them out. And this person that I want to point out today is this guy called Real Estate Advisor Sir Ashley. This is his channel right here. This guy, if you want to know anything about the housing market in Charlotte, Raleigh, Durham, Greensboro, he's the one to connect with. I'll put his link to his channel in the comment section of this video. This man is very professional, and I admire him, a lot. If I were to choose to become a real estate agent, I would want to be as professional, as he is, So, yeah, when you get the opportunity, check him out. He's not like me. He doesn't use vulgar language. He's very polite and respectful. You know what I'm saying? So just check him out, man. I really respect you, Sir Ashley, and you're doing a great job. Let's begin. So I get this all the time in the comment sections of the videos that I do about Charlotte, or just cities in North Carolina, right? In the state of North Carolina. People ask me, well, what do you think about Concord, Gastonia, Knightdale, Cary, Fruitcrave Arena, Salisbury, Kannapolis, and the list goes on, of surrounding towns and cities that surround major cities like Charlotte, Raleigh, Durham, Greensboro. They always ask me these questions, and most of the time it's northerners. And I understand it. You want to know about certain places that you're interested in moving to. And I'm down here, and I mean, hey, if I'm telling you that I used to live in Raleigh and Durham and Greensboro and Charlotte, well, damn, I should know a little bit about it. You know what I'm saying? The area. I get it. But let me explain something to you. To all of you northerners and all of you people that are moving or trying to migrate here, in the state of North Carolina, that are coming from big cities such as Los Angeles, Houston, Dallas, Atlanta, New York, Miami. These places like Gastonia, that's in the Metro Charlotte, Gastonia, Concord, I would say Fort Mill and Rock Hill, but that's in South Carolina, but it is considered part of Metro Charlotte. It's not like Charlotte. Charlotte is the actual city. The surrounding towns is actually like the suburbs, are really like suburbs / country living. Like, really, Charlotte gives you that new South, especially in Uptown, man. I mean, the skyscrapers and how new things are. It's like, wow, it's amazing. And they're not done. They're not finished. You understand? That's the new South. But places like Gastonia, Concord, Kannapolis, Rock Hill, Fort Mill, that is the old South. That's gonna give you that old type of feeling. Not like, it's dirt roads and you see horses and carriages and shit like that, and people not, driving cars. No, it's not like that. But I'm telling you, it gives you that country living. So if you want that small town type of country living, then I would advise you to move to those places. But if you want like of course, Charlotte is not as big as Houston. I've been to Houston, or Los Angeles or New York, of course. You understand? But you're moving, and you don't want you don't want to downsize, but so much far as city, then you move to a place like Charlotte. And if you don't want to move to a place like Charlotte and you're really considering like Raleigh, you will move there. But you wouldn't move to Cary. Cary is like the suburbs of Raleigh, and that's gonna give you the it's not gonna give you the old South, because Cary is like kind of like bougie like they don't really have any projects in there. You know what I'm saying? They just have a whole lot of subdivisions in that area. So I'm not gonna even say that like Cary is like real country or gives you that old country, but it's still like country living. You understand? In comparison to living in the city limits or in Raleigh, which is the city. You know, another place is Garner. Garner's gonna give you that laid back feel too. That's like right next to Raleigh. Clayton, Smithfield. Those are gonna give you like a real like southern feel. That's like not too far from Raleigh. Like if you live in those places, you're gonna feel like you're living like in the past, like 10 years in the past, for real. I'm not lying. The next city would be Durham. You know, Durham is not gonna give you that city like feel like a Raleigh or Charlotte will, but it still has somewhat city. The problem with Durham is it can't grow but so much. Because if it goes to the right, then it's entering into Raleigh city limits. If it goes further up north, it's entering into like Butner and those areas, and then eventually up Rocky Mount and I think Roxborough, if I'm not mistaken. But definitely Rocky Mount and Butner. And then eventually it goes into, you know, you're going further up into Virginia. You know, if it goes further down south, like Highway 85 south, then you're entering into Butner. And then from Butner, you're entering into the Triad, which is Greensboro, Winston-Salem, and High Point. You see what I'm saying? Let's just say you're not interested in Charlotte, Durham, or Raleigh. You want to move to Greensboro. Okay, cool. Greensboro gives you somewhat of a city, but it's still not as advanced as Raleigh or Charlotte would be. You understand? Especially if you're a minority. I mean, racial profiling like a motherfucker. Excuse me for the cursing, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I used to live in Greensboro. This is the thing. Like, I'm not a realtor. I'm not into any of that. You understand? I'm only telling you, based off my experiences, I'm telling you, you know, what these cities are like. I used to live in Greensboro, Raleigh, Durham, Charlotte. So I know those areas. You understand? Winston-Salem is a no-go. You know what I'm saying? Really, Greensboro and Winston-Salem are two cities that are like college towns. If the colleges are not, you know, like, if the students are not there, then it's dead. You know, and the colleges that I'm talking about are HBCU colleges, which is Greensboro, which is located in Greensboro, North Carolina A&T. And the one in Winston-Salem is Winston-Salem State University. Those two colleges are not, you know what I'm saying, the students are not there, then the city is dead. You understand? The only time Greensboro got anything going on is when they have A&T homecoming, and that's pretty much it. You understand? High Point is known for making furniture. That's it. You know, it's country. And then from there, then you get Salisbury, Kannapolis, and some other little towns, and then Concord, and then after that you enter into Charlotte. And this is all down Highway 85. You understand? So the only like city that sits away from 85, in which you gotta get off at Durham, and I think you gotta catch Highway 40 to connect to Raleigh. That's what Raleigh is. Like, you can't get on 85 to get to Raleigh. But all of these cities that I'm talking about, Raleigh, Durham, Durham, Butner, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, High Point, Kannapolis, Salisbury, Concord, Gastonia, Charlotte, all are down Highway 85. You can't miss none of them. You understand? So once you pass Charlotte, you get to Gastonia. And Gastonia is right off of 85 as well. You know, and that's like real country living. You know, so this video is like for those that just continue to ask me these same redundant questions like, yo man, what about such and such and such? You know, Concord or this place and that place. And I'm sitting here saying, yo, didn't they do their work? Like, even if you like go to, you Google it, right? And you go to Wikipedia. Wikipedia is gonna tell you that Gastonia don't have nothing but a couple of thousand people in it. You know, about 80,000, 90,000 people, close to 100,000 people. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, really, Gastonia is nothing but like 7 exits off of Highway 85, and that's it. It's not big. You know, Concord is not big. People don't go to Concord. I don't know anybody that lives in Concord, to be real with you. The only reason why people go to Concord is to go to, you know, NASCAR, if you're into, you know, the racing. And then right across the bridge on 85, in the same street, I forgot the name of that street. Once you cross the bridge over 85, you got Concord Mills, and that's it. And if you live in the Steel Creek area, you don't really have to go to Concord Mills, with the exception of Pro Bass Shop. They have that there. But other than that, you know, we got the outlet right up the street. Plain and simple. You understand? So for those that know a little bit about Atlanta and Metro Atlanta, that's just kind of like how, on a smaller version, how all of our cities are in the city of North Carolina, but not so much. You understand? Like, Atlanta's metropolitan area is just ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? You got, you know, I've named these towns 1,000 at one time. You know what I'm saying? You got in the Metro Atlanta area, which makes up the 6.5 million, you know, people that's there. You know, you got Marietta, you got Kingsaw, you got Dunwoody, you got Alpharetta, you got Sandy Springs, you have Decatur, you have College Park, East Point, you got Duluth, you got Lawrenceville, you got I mean, it's a boatload of towns and stuff like that. And it's crazy because really the only city life that you're gonna get is in Atlanta, the city Atlanta. And it goes up to Marietta a little bit, but most of Marietta is country as shit. Oh, let me take that back. Then you have Buckhead, that's city life too, and then it goes up a little bit on Roswell Road into Sandy Springs, and then that's about it. It tankers off of like Alpharetta. Shit just gets real country. You know what I'm saying? So don't be mistaken. Yes, true indeed. There is a new South. Not lying, I'm not making this up. When you visit a place like Charlotte, you know, you're gonna be like, yeah, man, this is pretty nice. You know, this is the new South, and Charlotte is it's not a brand new city. Charlotte is an old city, but they have tore down shit, or rather gentrified a lot of Charlotte, and it's all new. So yes, Charlotte's gonna give you that new South. You understand? But for the most part, the surrounding counties and towns, not so much. You're still gonna get the dirty South that everybody talks about. Yeah, true indeed. I hear crickets. You know, I'm in the suburbs of Charlotte, but I'm in Charlotte city limits. Like, this is Charlotte. Like, I don't live outside of the city limits of Charlotte. You know, but when you stay in like Gastonia, even though it's, you know, it's separate, you know, that's Gaston County and not Mecklenburg, it's still considered part of the metropolitan area, you know, Charlotte's metro. You understand? So it's a different type of feeling, a different type of vibe living in Steel Creek in comparison to Gastonia, if you get what I'm saying. You know, Raleigh and Durham, even though that they're damn, man, I'm telling you, like, if there's no traffic or nothing like that, man, it's gonna take you probably about 12 minutes to get from Raleigh to Durham. Just depends on how far into Durham that you trying to get it, you know, you trying to, you know, drive into. You know, but other than that, you know, they're like connected basically. But there's a different type of vibe. You know, and people, energy. You know what I'm saying? In comparison to living in Raleigh and Durham. I know it. because I used to live in, those two places. And Raleigh gives off that kind of like bourgeois type feeling. Durham gives off that kind of rough like feeling. So I'm not gonna make this long. You understand? I just, I felt as though that I needed to address it because a lot of people have definitely asked me questions about certain towns and cities that were like, made me like sit here and say, oh, damn, they ain't doing their homework. Because if you think that Concord is like Charlotte, you're sadly mistaken. Don't get it twisted. North Carolina still is the South. The South is still the South, yo. And there are areas that are rural, that's still country, and people still living their country life and might be 10, 15, 20 years behind. So my point of making to you is if you want to have that, you want that city life, of course you're going to downsize moving from Los Angeles and New York. I've said that before, what I'm saying in the video. But you don't want to go but so far. You don't want to get but so country. You definitely want to stay in Charlotte or Raleigh. Other than that, living in these other places, they say Greensboro is the city and Winston-Salem. No. Personally, man, this is my last pit stop, for real. After this, I'm out. I'm going for good in Charlotte. In North Carolina. I've overstayed my welcome. I've lived here for quite some time, and even though I have definitely like moved back and forth to New York, and I definitely moved. It's been about 2.5 to 3 years in Atlanta. Still, it still wasn't. Still, I still wasn't able to leave for long periods of time and come back. You understand? And to be honest with you, I didn't want to come back, to North Carolina. I didn't want to come back to Charlotte. The city has grown, and I like being here, But for the most part, I've actually outgrown Charlotte, and I've outgrown North Carolina. And it's not, a thing where I can sit here and say I hate North Carolina. No. Personally, I feel as though Charlotte is not North Carolina. For real. I'm just going to be real with you. Like, I wouldn't live anywhere else but here. You understand? So, I respect Charlotte. The rest of the state, man, and like I said, I've lived just about everywhere there is to live, when it comes to cities, major cities in the state of North Carolina, But other than that, man, I hope that I helped you all out. Definitely check out my man, Sir Ashley. Like I said before, I'll leave his link to his channel in the comment section of this video. Other than that, my name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video. Peace.